Hello, this is the new Ford EcoSport. It's the latest generation of a car which has proved very popular in South Africa. So, is it any good? Should you buy one?
For some reason, Ford wants us to call this the EcoSport, not the EcoSport, which is a bit strange. But either way, it features the new Ford family grille and kind of looks like a really small Ford Everest from the front, if you squint. This is the Trend variant, which costs just over 300,000 Rand, and for that price you get quite a lot of car.
The EcoSport is actually based on the Ford Fiesta. It has the same chassis, gearbox and engines, but clever packaging has turned it into an SUV, and this has tapped into South Africans' love of SUVs. It is, however, 10% more expensive than the equivalent Fiesta, but even so, it's been a sales success for Ford. Carried over from the previous generation of EcoSports are two engines, one turbo diesel and a 1-litre turbo petrol. However, the diesel is only available in the bottom of the range Ambiente version, so that's a bit limiting. You'll have to pay more if you want all the extras and this beautiful exterior, and you'll have to have it in a petrol. Right, the interior of the new EcoSport Sport is much improved over the model it replaces. It just feels like a much better quality, much better built, fancier version of the one it replaces. And there are some nice touches. Leather around the steering wheel feels really good, but the thing you're probably going to notice the most is this touchscreen with Sync 3 floating over the dashboard. It's a great system. It has sat-nav, for instance, which a lot of its rivals don't have. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, connects to your phone Bluetooth, and it has a sort of semi-clever version of the thing Iron Man has in his suit.
Please say a command.
Dial 021 555 1234.
002 155 51234. Please say dial.
Close enough. There are many other things as standard in this top-of-the-range model. Electric windows all round, electric mirrors, 2 USB ports, so you don't have to argue with anyone over who gets to charge their cell phone. And I like the 3 cup holders up front here. Those are very practical. Also inside the cabin, 7 airbags, which along with a host of other safety features makes this car one of the safest, if not the safest car in the segment. When I first looked at the rear legroom in the EcoSport, I was a bit worried. I mean, I'm not very tall, and this is the seat in my driving position, and as you can see, there's not too much knee room, but it is a little bit of an illusion because the bit where your butt goes is actually very long, and that makes this very comfortable to sit in. Not so worried anymore. So adults of around my size should be fine. 6 foot and over, it's going to be a bit tight, but it will be very good for kids. Right, welcome to the rear of the car. As you'll see, the spare wheel is mounted on the outside, housed inside this really nice EcoSport housing. We only get this in South Africa. Actually, in Europe, it's inside the car, and this is to create more boot space. Now, some interesting things about the tailgate. This is not actually the handle. And funnily enough, when Ford designed that, in their focus groups, people kept ripping that off, so they had to add extra screws. The way you actually open the boot is by touching a button under here. It's electric, and then the tailgate opens old school. It looks pretty cool, but the problem with this kind of tailgate is that if you park in an underground garage or in your garage at home, or if someone parks right behind you on the street, it's very difficult to get full access to your boot because you need all the space behind the car. If the tailgate just went straight up, it would be a lot better. However, the boot space is larger than that in a Fiesta by about 10%, and of course, because the car is taller, when you fold the seats down, you get a lot more volume. Right, I have a lot of things to tell you, so I have a clipboard full of facts and figures and stuff. Right now, as of September 2018, there are 5 EcoSport variants to choose from, starting with the bottom of the range Ambiente for a very good 264,000 Rand, all the way up to the range-topping titanium power shift, which just means auto, for about 340,000 Rand. Now, when this car launched in 2013, it had very few rivals. But now the market is very crowded. You've got the Mazda CX-3, Hyundai Creta, Suzuki Vitara, Toyota CHR, Honda HR-V, Renault Captur, and Peugeot 2008 to choose from. All of these cars have their pros and cons. The Honda and Creta, for instance, are a lot more practical than the EcoSport, a lot more space inside, but the Creta doesn't have great engines to choose from. And then there's the Suzuki Vitara and Mazda CX-3, which have excellent reliability records according to the data we have from our Cars.co.za consumer satisfaction survey. So you'll need to head to Cars.co.za. There are reviews on all of these cars for you to read through, and we have a handy compare tool to help you quickly and easily compare all these cars, and we'll link to that in the description below. So, should you buy a new EcoSport? Well, considering everything we've spoken about, we don't think you'll be disappointed. Hello, welcome to the end of the video. Public service announcement, all the stuff around me is clickable on your cell phone. Well, I mean, pressable.